Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League's Dungeon Bowl. We're back for our third open competition of the season, and we've got a double sub? Wow! Thank you so much. It can have been that long. Thank you very, very much, SB Beaver and Clyphus with the tag team sub. I appreciate it. We're back here in week number 1 for a brand new competition. We saw an exciting final to the Spike Magazine Trophy. We got the run back we were looking for. BB Nut versus Moob made it to the finals just like in the Chaos Cup. And just like in the Chaos Cup, it went to overtime. And just like in the Chaos Cup, it went to kicks. And just like in the Chaos Cup, BB Nut won that one. The first ever two-time winner in a season, looking to make it a three-peat here in the Dungeon Bowl. Bad Dog says, one of my chop liver. Did you sub too? I'm so sorry. Thank you very much for the sub. Bad Dog, I missed it. I'm so sorry. But yes, thank you very, very much for your generosity. And here we are in week number 1 for the Dungeon Bowl. A brand new competition. We've got some new coaches. We got some new teams. We even have a faction up tonight for the first time ever in league history. Hank the Ranger with the sub as well. Wow, thank you very, very much, Hank the Ranger. And thank you, Bad Dog. I'm so sorry. Thank you for generosity, everybody. We've got a brand new faction up tonight. We're going to have 2 games up tonight. And in this first one, it is going to be MAML Nightmare versus Dead and Loving It, Festoon versus S Beaver. We've got Necro, and for the first time, we've got vampires up tonight as well. We're spending a little time talking about them in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at the 3 divisions we've got here in this competition before we take a look at the 2 teams. Not the first ever Necro team, that is for sure. We have 30 teams in this competition. It is the biggest competition we've ever had in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League. That's 3 divisions of 10 teams. Another sub with Electrics Man. Thank you very much for the sub, Electrics Man. I appreciate it. Your generosity is very kind. Thank you, everyone. And glad to have you back here to start this brand new competition. In Division A, we've got 10 teams. We've got the Spire Snipers, coached by, I think that's Squig. That's a Wood Elf team. We have the Fishy Fiends returning, Ajax's Chaos Renegades team, the Wasabazons returning as well. That's War Horseman's Amazon team. Chime returns as well. Conspicuous Disunion is a Necro team. The NC Snakes, the runners-up twice in a row. Moob's Dark Elf team, they're back here in Division A. Festoon with the gifted sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your kindness. Thank you very, very much. Odin and Snuffles back. That's Clyphus's Norse team. Badass Biatches is Malik's Amazon team. We've got the Gutterballs returning, El Nubarina's Orc team. Entanglements are back, Conkill's Imperial Nobility team, and the Conduct Committee, a brand new team by returning coach Berserker Tempest. They're a Goblin team. Over in Division B is where we will be for our second game this evening. The Goodest Boys Strike Back are in this division. Old Gamer Mike's Necro team. The Dream and Wish Foundation, coached by current league champion Nick Satan. They're a Halfling team. They're in this division. The Believe Broncos in this division as well. BB Nuts Nurgle team. They are the Chaos Cup champions. They are the Spike Magazine Trophy champions as well. They're looking to become the Dungeon Bowl champions while they're at it. Carnage Incorporated, McMackey's Goblin team in Division B. Arlington Nationals, coached by B-Dog. Thank you again, by the way. Are in this division. They're an undead team. The Houndsmith Huntresses, coached by Houndot, are in this division. They're an Amazon team. The Gunner Gets Returned, Cobblestorm's Goblin team. Technobabble Inc., that's my team. They're a human team. The Pipstars are in this division. They'll be up tonight as well. That's Dead Fred's Lizard team. And in my opinion, the GOAT. That's Electric Man's. That's right. We're going to see Pips up a little bit later tonight. In my opinion, the GOAT is in this division as well. Electric Man's Skaven team. Another sub by Ajax the Riot. Oh, thank you very much, Ajax. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. And finally, we're over in Division C. That's where we're up for game number 1 this evening. The Grimdark Orchard is in this team, coached by Crikey. They're an Orc team. The Gastonberg Cavaliers are in this division. That's Eagle TSI's OWA team. The Philosopher's Song returns. That's Spire's Lizard team. MAML Nightmare returns as well. They'll be up tonight, right now. That's Festoon's Necro team, and they're facing off against Dead and Loving It, S Beaver's Vampire team. The Discomancers make their return here. Ian's Necro team, the Rockettes, coached by Real Human, a brand new coach to the league. They are a dwarf team. James Like Snacks returns with the World of Cheese. They're an Elven Union team. The Napanee Nightmare, coached by Proudstar, brand new coach to the league. They're a Chaos Chosen team, and another brand new coach to the league, Zaya71, is coaching the Kenogami Chiefs. They're a Black Orc team. Lots of teams in this competition. But tonight, up right now, we're going to look at 2 of them. First up, real quick, we're going to look at MAML Nightmare here. They have 13 players on the roster, 2 injuries from last competition. That brings their TV to 1,220,000 gold. They have one of their werewolves starting tonight, both wraiths, 2 ghoul runners. They're losing one of their flesh golems. They have a bunch of zombies to round out the roster. 1 cheerleader, 6 dedicated fans, and 2 rerolls. They're going to be up against the Vampires of Dead and Loving It. They have, it looks like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the roster. That brings their TV to 950,000 gold. That's going to be 270,000 gold. There's going to be blood tonight for sure. That's 270,000 gold going to the Vampire team this evening. They have a thrower, a runner, 2 blitzers, and a whole bunch of thralls. 6 dedicated fans and 4 rerolls. How are these 2 teams going to play? The Necro team, we've seen Festoon really perform very well in the Spike Magazine Trophy with this team. It's a very solid roster. Those werewolves, those ghoul runners, those are going to be the ball carriers tonight. Those are going to be the focus of the Vamps if they can get at them, and I think they can. The Wraiths are the blitzers with sidestep. They have guard and tackle. The Flesh Golem that's starting tonight has block and guard. Very, very solid roster. It's about using the werewolf to remove players from the pitch, to guard the sidelines, and also perhaps to run the ball. If you could take out the 2 ghoul runners and the werewolf, there's really not a lot that this team can do to really score. So those are going to be the focus tonight, but really we're going to take about a minute. I know the game's about to start. We're going to take a minute here to talk about, thank you so very much for the hype train, guys. That was very, very kind of you guys. Dead and Loving It here, this Vampire team. We've never seen a Vampire team in the league before. They are very different in the BB 2020 rules than they were in the previous rule set. They have positionals now. Look at this. Other than the runner here, you've got strength 4, you've got an edge of 2. They are Sauruses and they are elves all wrapped up into one. What more could you possibly want? Well, look out. They've got Hypno Gaze as well. Hypno Gaze is basically an extra action that they have available to them, where they can use this action to try to put an opposing player in a hypnotic trance. And if they do that, they turn off the tackle zones of that opposing player. That means they also lose abilities that require tackle zones. So you can imagine with 4 players with Hypno Gaze, they can move in to an opposing cage. They can turn off one of the defenders, maybe 2 of the defenders, going for a blitz on the ball, no problem. It is very difficult. If you thought it was difficult to keep elves from getting where they want to go, it is really difficult to keep vampires from getting to where they want to go. What is the downside of a vampire team? It is the fact that they have this nega trait called Bloodlust. So basically, whenever they want to do a thing, they've got to roll a 2+, except for the blitzers here. The blitzers have Bloodlust of a 3+. You can think of this as like really stupid, except if you fail or boneheaded, but if you fail the die roll, you've got to go feed on one of your teammates. That's what the thralls are for here. If you can't feed on the thrall, that is going to be a turnover, and you can't score if you can't satiate your bloodlust either. So basically, this is a team that is just chucking that die every single turn. They are trying to succeed on a rush every turn with not just every turn, but with every player, at least these vampire players as well. The thralls are pretty weak with an AV of 8+. They tend to be taken off the pitch pretty quickly. So really with a vampire team, in my opinion, you have these absolutely undeniably powerful players in the vamps, and now you have positionals where you can pick up some speed, you can pick up a point here or there. But they're all really, really solid. They even have access to a big guy now. It's insane. But the weakness, of course, is Bloodlust. So you really have to manage how many Vamps are on your roster versus how many Thralls, because the Thralls are basically the food for your Vamps. If you have too many of one, then you're going to be in trouble. And I think you really have to ride that line on a game-by-game basis. Certain matchups, maybe you're going to need to spread out your Thralls and have access to move to the left or to the right. Maybe other matchups, that's not so much of a requirement. But lots of rerolls, and having the Thralls where you need them to be is going to be crucial for this Vampire team to come out on top tonight. They don't have access to the Werewolf star player, unfortunately. They will pick up Ivan the Animal Deathstrike here. This is a solid, perhaps more importantly, a reliable player that they can pick up and maybe try to get some removals here as they hunt that Werewolf and those two Ghoul Runners. Welcome everybody to the stream this evening. Squiggy McSquig says rerolls are fake news. I don't think they're going to be all that fake tonight. 4 rerolls, I think, is a solid choice for this Vampire team. Dead and Loving It is going to choose to start on offense this evening. They picked up Ivan the Animal Deathstrike. That's a strength 4 player with an edge of 4. He has block, he has tackle, and again, most importantly, I think he does not have a Bloodlust, so he'll be a reliable piece that Dead and Loving It can use to maybe start a turn, start a drive, fill in a gap. 3 on the line here for the defense as they give up the sidelines. Dead and Loving It, the very first Vampire team in league history. We're going to see how S. Beaver, a fantastic coach, might handle this team here this evening. Right, says, right now that all Blood Bowl related shit is covered, can we talk about cake now, please? Oh, the pun. Three on the line currently here for Dead and Loving It. They've got Ivan the Animal over on the right side here in a back position. 2 wide currently, but I think S. Beaver's going to take some time here to figure out where this formation's going to have to end up. Again, needs to satiate that Bloodlust. Each and every activation with these Vampires are also to be a turnover, so needs to have the Thralls on the pitch and needs to have them where he wants them in order to get the Vampires where he wants them to go. Again, when it comes to scoring, if you fail your Bloodlust roll, you need to satiate that Bloodlust or else you cannot score. Clevy says, watch though. If I make puns, I'll get banned. That's right. That's not right. All right, 5 in the line. 2 wide here for the offense. Here's the kick. Decent kick, but we've got a pitch invasion in the competition opener. They do not like Vampires in this stadium. This is Mammal Nightmare Stadium. They're gonna stun 3 players on this Vamp scene, one of which is Colonel Chi, the number 8 Vampire Blitzer. I won't even repeat that. 1 minute, 17 seconds to go here as S. Beaver's reeling from the pitch invasion. Failed the foul appearance roll over on the left side. Tried to blitz Clath Nightmorn here over in the left wide zone. These Wraiths, they don't just have sidestep, they have a foul appearance. If you try to block or blitz them, you have to roll a d6 on a 2+, you're fine. But if you roll a 1, you're so disgusted by their looks, which is a little rude. that you lose your ability to block them. And if that was your blitz, as it was there with the star player, you've lost your blitz for the turn. Good pickup by Frank Drebin, the number 2 vampire thrower. Oh, speaking of puns. All right, you know what? I got you. I got you. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Hold on. I got you. Here we go. There you go. That's the one pun I'll give you. 2-die block here for a MAML Nightmare. They get a pal on the line. Broke armor here, gets a stun out of it. And now a blitz by the Wraith over on the left side. 2-die block against Colonel Chi. Gets a pal here, looking for an 8+ to break armor. There's the armor break. Just gets a stun out of it. Poopa says, all of A's gizmos working on game 1. I think I fixed it all. And the problem, a big problem that I had, which I think I was ranting about in the top 8, was I think it was the Razer Synapse software. So since then, I literally uninstalled Razer Synapse and I threw away my Razer products. I have brand new keyboard and mouse, which is really cool, I think, and so far it's working great. The replay will show last week's match. He says, can we get a prediction? I need to give way more channel points tonight. I almost had them set up tonight. I will have them set up for tomorrow's games for sure. MAML Nightmare getting around the offense here after the rough first turn here for the Vamps. Dragon Redclaw crosses the line of scrimmage. Turn 2 now for Dead and Loving It. They are staring at a gaggle of Necro players, 4 of them, 2 very, very fast here. You've got the Werewolf and the Ghoul Runner, both an MA of 8. I'm so sorry. There's that failed Bloodlust roll. Oh, Colonel Chi. It's going to have to bite somebody or it's going to be a turnover here. Didn't spend a reroll on the failed Bloodlust. There's the bite. Is there no sound effect for that? Ajax the Riot says, convinced the wife to drive home so I could watch this Dungeonbowl kickoff game. Oh, that's great. Thank your wife. She sounds great. She sounds very tolerant. Under a minute here in turn 2. Passing the ball here. Good catch by Ivan the Animal Deathstroud. This pass suggests that this ball is going to cruise down pitch. I don't know how it's going to stay safe here, but it is in the hands of Ivan, who has a strength of 4. Went for the pass, got through the Bloodlust roll. Pass to the star player, who ended up catching the ball. Squiggy McSquid, indeed, yes. Squiggy McSquig says, passing to a loner is bold. What he's referring to here is all-star players are loners, and so they have this nega trait here, which means that if they fail a die roll and you want to use one of your team rerolls with them, you have to burn the team reroll first, then you roll a d6. In the case of Ivan here, it's a 50-50. You need a 4+. If you do, then you get to 4+. There it is. If you do succeed on the loner roll, then you get to use your team reroll like normal. If not, you've simply lost it. That's right. That's right. Replay works. Dead and Loving It on the bonus clock. If you're new to the game, you get 2 minutes on the clock to take your actions each and every turn. If you run out of time, you get an additional bonus clock that you can dip into. You get 7 minutes and 30 seconds for the duration of the game. One die block by Father May? Father May gets a push out of this. Rex of the Devourer is going to sidestep to the left and keep that vampire marked on the blitz. I can't wait to see that exact same replay again. Iron Cynic makes a good point. You don't want SPP on a star player. That's correct. Star players work for themselves. They are not. They don't work for you. You hire their services for a game. So any SPP they collect is not going to your roster. MAML Nightmare with the knockdown over on the right side of the line here. Now 2-die block gets the knockdown, or gets a knockdown due to wrestle. Wrestle means they'll both get knocked to the ground, but there's no armor break and no turnover. Now 2-die against Bob Franklin gets a POW here. Look for the 8+, and we got it. And he's KO'd. Should have been wearing that pumpkin helmet. The Necro team, they safety first. 2 marks on Ivan the animal now, and Ivan can't get out without a 1-die roll or a dodge, a negative dodge. 2-die blitz coming up against Ivan. Gets the knockdown. Breaks armor thanks to claws and got the KO. The star player out for the drive. Very well done, and picked up the ball besides. Came in on the blitz here. Got the knockdown. Claw streets everybody armor as if it's 8+. And now Ivan out of the drive. Could come back in a follow-up drive. He's a knocked out player. He'll roll a die before the beginning of every drive. And on a 4+, he'll be back in the reserve box. Otherwise, he'll hang out until the beginning of the next drive, and he'll roll it again. Turn 3 now for Dead and Loving It. Squiggy McSquig asked, do they have any other inducements such as kegs? Let's see. I promised someone that I would pull this up before every game, and so far I think I'm doing a terrible job of doing that. Nope, nothing else, just Ivan. That's right, that's right. Got it all sorted out. Oh, that's right. They took a mercenary. That's right. A mercenary thrall. Picked up an extra thrall on the roster. So that brings up 8 total thralls. Boy, oh boy. Turn 3 for MAML Nightmare after the turnover. Cease is graciously lowering the rush failure rate from 900% to 99%. I think that counts for bloodlust as well. Squiggy McSquid says, gotta be honest, seeing the replays and the play card inserts were the reason I joined this league. I caught a stream purely at random last season, and the vibe and the energy of the stream meant I just had to sign up to see what the fuss was about. I appreciate it. We love having you here. Thank you for joining. We love Blood Bowl. It's a super rad game. Thank you too, Zeiss. Thank you everybody that comes out to play or to watch or to talk shop or to get hype. It's one of my favorite board games ever. Oh, thank you very much, Sky. Appreciate it. Push on the blitz. Follows up with Rex the Devourer and continues to mark David Everett. And now the defense turned offense has the ball on their own 2-yard line. Since 1994, the early days of 3rd edition. Four-point cage set up by the Necro team. And now trying to murder some thralls. 2-die block over in the right wide zone here is going to get a knockdown thanks to the block skill. No armor break, though. Squeaky McSquid says, still got the first edition box set. My car! Another removal. Still got the first edition box set my cousin gave me after I got into it. That's awesome. That's great. You know what that makes you, Squiggy? Makes it old. It makes you old. Turn forward out for Dead and Loving It. They're down 3 players already. One just removed. That would be Buddy Fox, not returning to this game. 8 players left on the pitch. 1 stunned. And unfortunately, the stunned player is one of the few vampires on the roster. I made a friend of mine play a game of First Edition, play a couple of games of First Edition with me, and it's a very different game. You can play First Edition, and then whoa, did he just cut the die in half with his scythe? Gets a knockdown here against Frex the Devourer, but no armor break. You can play a game of First Edition, and when you're done, you'll go, oh, that's why they invented GFIs. Oh, I get it now. Good 2+ dodge over on the left side. Remember, again, these vampires are like elves with an edge of 2+, and like Saruses, or most of them are like Saruses with a strength of 4+. Dead and Loving It back on the bonus clock. Really just, oh, another, oh, I thought he failed the Bloodlust roll. Really just trying to get on defense here and find a way to get in front of this cage. Now remember, these vampires have Hypnogaze. We haven't seen it used yet. Hypnogaze, that is an additional action available to these vampires. If S. Beaver declares Hypnogaze with one of the vampires, they can go up to an opposing player, they can roll for the Hypnogaze, and if they succeed, that opposing player loses their tackle zones. So the opposing player, let's say it's Zorath Flesh Renderer here, you negate their tackle zones, that corner of the cage is free, right? Use another vampire, maybe you negate the tackle zones here, and now you've got a shot at the ball. Five minutes, 24 seconds left on the bonus clock for Dead and Loving It. They have 3 rerolls of their 4 remaining. Sorry, Cliveus, your message didn't quite come through. For some reason, it's fuzzy, and I can't read it. Oh, I'd love to read it if I could, but unfortunately, I can't. Another failed Bloodlust. Didn't spend the reroll here. Is going to bite a Thrall. I can't believe there's no sound effect to that. There it goes. This is how vampire teams tend to work here. A vampire team will kill the thralls just as easily as the opponent will. You're paying for excellent players with this bloodlust. Turn forward out for MAML Nightmare. Someone really needs to sing this with these new lyrics. Squeaky McSquid says, on the bright side, vamps can no longer kill their own dudes. Yeah, that is true. Quad skulls here. A little bit of a bright side for Dead and Loving It as we start the second quarter of this game. The defense still in possession of the ball on their own 2-yard line. S-Beaver trying to find a way to take a crack at it. I'm surprised this Vamp team is not... I'm surprised they're okay with biting the thralls. Like, keeping those thralls, keeping your team on the pitch, I think, is a priority. It is a tricky team to play, I think. They're a great team, but they're tricky. As with any die roll in Blood Bowl, I think you have to ask yourself, what if I'm going to bite one of my players and lose them, what am I getting out of it? And if the answer is nothing, I might say spend the reroll, right? You often ask the same question with what am I getting out of the reroll? But I think in this case, it's players, right? You're keeping your players on the pitch. You're giving yourself options. Another failed Bloodless roll, and there's the spent reroll to make this work out. Down 2 rerolls for the half. I failed the Hypnogaze on a 4+. Spent the reroll. That made it a 75% chance of success, negating Zorath Fleshrender on the right side here. Trying to Hypnogaze the Wraith here. Fails the Hypnogaze rolls. Bends the final reroll. And now successfully gazed down the Wraith. Here's the blitz on the ball. 2-die blitz. 50-50 dodge into a push. No rerolls available, so this will just be a push on the ball carrier. But if something's wrong with your text, it's never coming through. I just can't read it. I don't know. It's just black bars. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. 1-die block against Cottonmouth number 2. This will be a both down result, and that'll be a turnover. No armor break here. That was in favor of the opposing team. 9+ versus 8+ on the armor break. Two-die block against Colonel Chi here. Gets the knockdown thanks to block. Clypheus. Two-die gets a push on that vampire that came in on the blitz. Good knockdown thanks to block by the flesh golem. And now 2-die against Father May. Gets a knockdown here. Breaks armor. Gets a stun out of it. Gets a 2-die on Colonel Chi, who's over on the left side of the pitch right now. Got the knockdown, no armor break. Now starting to enclose the offense, taking their blocks. Starting to keep them out of this drive here. And there goes the werewolf. MA8 on Dragon Redclaw. It's going to move over just off the left sideline on the opposing 8-yard line. Turn 6 for Dead and Loving It. Clypheus, it's weird. Like, all your text just has vanished now. It's just completely transparent. I don't know. It must be a Twitch issue. I'm not sure. "75 seconds left in the turn here for Dead and Loving It." They need to make something happen here. Food Polish says Vamps vs. Werewolves. I've seen these movies. I know how they end. How do they end? There must have been a Universal Monsters or Universal Pictures movie with Dracula and the Wolfman, right? I mean, there has to be. Another thrall removed here. That's another injury on the bloodlust. So that's 3 thralls permanently out of the game. 6 players remaining on the pitch for Dead and Loving It. 5-man player advantage for the opposing team. Failed to dodge. And that'll be a turnover. Turn 6 to MAML Nightmare. Squeaky McSquid says there's literally a series of movies about that. All right. At one point, I told myself I was going to watch all the Universal Monsters pictures, and then I was like, no, I'm not. I'm never going to do this. Hank the Ranger says, I think Nightbot is deleting all the posts by Clypheus. Oh, really? Oh, man. I just thought Clypheus was really quiet. I don't know why. That's a shame. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about computers, so I won't be able to fix it. Warmaster 1969, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the sub. Oh, Squeaky McSquig as well. Thank you for the sub, both of you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity. Thanks for hanging out and sharing some Blood Bowl here. Week number 1 of 9 before our cut to top 8. It's our final open before the Invitational as well this season. BB Nut, 2-time champions, Chaos Cup champion, and the Spike Magazine Trophy champion. Looking to put the Dungeon Bowl in the bag as well. But there are 29 other coaches that have different plans for the Believe Broncos. MAML Nightmare parking the ball just outside the end zone. Dead and Loving It here in turn 7. Trying to figure out what to do with the few players they have remaining. No rerolls remaining. They've lost 3 permanently. 5 in total. 1 of which was Ivan the Animal Death Shroud, the star player. Did I block against Rex? Gets the pal here. Desperately looking to get some players off the pitch and even the odds. Squeaky McSquid says, got a fantastic result in my first week, but the second match is looking very, very ugly. Played down 600 plus TV versus a very developed Norse team. That is a rough match. Underworld is the franchise about werewolves and vampires. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Squeaky McSquig says, however, my first match in Enemy was 30 SPP? Wow. Turn 7 now for MAML Nightmare. I should not have laughed at that. That one got me. That one got me, Electrics, man. Minute 20 to go here. MAML Nightmare in control of the ball. Very, very solid control of the ball. Very solid control of the pitch. Now they're trying to remove some vamps. Frank Drebin about to be knocked down. A 9+ will break armor. These jokes are getting too much. Getting some protection on the ball carrier here and then taking some blocks. Trying to increase their advantage for the second half of the game. Turn 8 for Dead and Loving It. Glad you didn't say that, you would have missed it. Big time blitz on a Ghoul Runner. Trying to get this Ghoul Runner off the pitch, but that's not going to work out. Colonel Chi is going to get knocked down on the failed blitz. Oh, he's got Juggernaut. He's got Juggernaut. All right. All right, Clyfius. It turns out your messages can be seen after all. I'm sorry, yes, Beaver. that's another removal. Turn 8 for MAML Nightmare. They've got one reroll remaining. They'll probably take a block or two, and then they'll try to score. Not a. Oh, regen kicks in. Thankfully, not a good first half for the vampire team. They're gonna get a knockdown on Colonel Chi. 9+ breaks armor here. Doesn't get it. And there's the score. 1-0 the score at the end of the first half. MAML Nightmare takes the lead. They'll have the ball to start the second half as well. Dead and Loving It, hoping to get back all of their KOs here. Oh, we got a cheerleader. Let's go. MAML Nightmare cheerleading squad of 1. Oh, the best routine in all of Blood Bowl. There's the jig. Hey, 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 hey. Lumber's really expensive nowadays. MAML Nightmare will have a full 11 on the pitch. What about the Vamps? They're going to get back 2 of their KOs, so that's not bad. One of which is Ivan. So now the Vampire Squad, to set up their defense, they're going to be down 2 players. Yeah, that's right. The cheerleaders are great. I'm genuinely very happy that Cyanide put in like dummy cheerleaders, even if you don't put them on your squad. But you can still have like a whole squad here. Is there Count Chocula? You know what? I've always wanted to collect the General Mills like cereal boxes for the monster cereals, but like on the years where they have like 8 of them. But I don't think I've ever actually eaten. Is it eaten or ate? I don't think I've ever actually ate like a monster cereal in my life. Cyanide doing something useful. 3 on the line here for the Vamps. They've got 2 in either wide zone. Ivan behind a vampire over in the right wide zone. A vampire behind a thrall in the left. 6-7 on the line for the Necro team. Zorath Flesh Renderer back to receive. Remember, this Ghoul Runner has picked up an extra point of movement and is now just as fast as Dragon Redclaw. It just they just sound gross. I mean, they sound like any of those cereals, right? Like oats and a not marshmallow, you know? Blitz by the defense. They rolled a 3 on the D3. They can move 6 players who are not marked. It's a very deep kick, however, and it's probably, well, I shouldn't say probably. It's not probably, but it may be a touchback. Are you disrespecting blueberries like that? Cliffy says, I've had them a couple of times when literally nothing else was available. They are not good. Yeah, I don't think they're up my alley. War Master says Sugar Crisp are my favorite. That's why I have diabetes. Anytime I go to my doctor, I'm like, I think I have diabetes. And she's like, you don't. I'm like, but you sure? She's like, I'm sure. Okay. But I mean, who are you to say? You're just a doctor, right? Squeaky McSquid says, we only get boring regular cereals here in the UK. Unless we pay insane prices for imports. I like the boring cereals. 2-9 block against Dragon Redclaw. Focusing on this Wolf on the Blitz. 9+ breaks armor. Got the POW here, but no armor break. El Numerino with the sub. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. C says it's almost like our food industry is regulated to try to prevent children getting obese. Like I mean, people like what they like, and that's fine. But like, to me, a lot of that stuff just like it's all tastes the same. Like it's just like. It's like a lot of those products to me either taste like just sugarcane sugar or a salt lick. Like, and I don't, it's hard. I don't know why. I don't know why that tastes good. Or I don't know why it's supposed to taste good. It tastes terrible to me. And believe me, I like food, man. Two-die block to get the turn started here after the blitz. Gets a push on the first one, gets a POW on the second. Didn't get a touchback there on the kickoff. It is parked right in the corner in the end zone on the right side. Two-die block on the left side of the line here. Gets a knockdown on Thad Evans, looking for an 8+. That's 3+ pickup works out, and that ball has been recovered by Zorath Fleshrenderer, now on their own 24-yard line. Two-die block by the center here. Cottonmouth number 2 gets a push against the mercenary Laurelin, and now Laurelin on the target of the blitz is going to be pushed back to the left. Turn 9 out for the Vampire team. They're down just 2 players, 1 stunned on the left side. They have all 4 rerolls. Coming up after this game, we're going to have the Pip Stars versus, in my opinion, the GOAT. It's Dead Fred versus Electrics Man. That is Lizards versus Skaven. I think that's right. That is scheduled to start 18 minutes from now. We'll pick that up after the end of this game. Cliffy says, why is the badly hurt icon so much bigger over one of the players. Yeah, I don't know. He's really badly hurt. Mr. Rocker Crocker. Amen. Pips Pippy, the hero, the first Hall of Mauler. Hypno-Gaze, Rocket McSmash over on the right side here. I guess Frank Drebin or Colonel Chi will be moving through the right side. 2-die Blitz on Dragon Redclaw. Good target here on the Blitz, but only gets a push. Dragon a Blodger, so you need a pal to knock down this werewolf. Mr. Rocker Crocker said I was typing, but I heard Pip Stars. Snap, crackle, and pop are the sound effects for when I stand up. Me too. So what was the Hypno-Gaze over here for? Maybe that was just practice. 2-die block by MAML Nightmare. Right tackle gets the knockdown and gets a stun out of it. That's going to free up Clath Nightmare to take a mark on Colonel Chi. 2 assists is going to make this a 2-die block by Dragon Redclaw and got the knockdown as well. Breaks armor. Got the KO. Very well done by Festoon to get a removal here. That is one. I think it's just the one, right? One of the vampires taken off the pitch. 3 remain. 2-die block back at the line. It's going to be a pal here against Thad Evans. Vampire is a difficult team to get your head around. But once you get some games under your belt, I think they can be very, very effective. You've really just got to... It's all about managing that bloodlust roll and getting your thralls into position to where you want to be. It's a lot easier to do in this version of the rules than it was in the previous version of the rules. Turn 10 now for Dead and Loving It. They've done 2 rerolls. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, "Oh, good. I was hoping Fest remembered that the DP needed to activate." Yeah, so when you lose your tackle zones, so think of like a boneheaded roll, right? If you fail a boneheaded roll, you lose your tackle zones until you succeed the boneheaded roll on a future activation. It's similar here with Hypno-Gaze. If you lose your tackle zones, you'll get them back on your next activation of that player, but that means you need to activate the player. In the same vein. Colonel Chi moves up to the line, takes a mark against Brack the Bludgeoner. Now here's the blitz. 2-die blitz. Gets the knockdowns. Looking for a 10 plus here. I think Ivan would be put to better use going after that werewolf, personally. Ivan with the tackle skill can go after and a strength of 4. I think can be more effective going after the werewolf. But did get an armor break here. You're making a grave mistake. Oh, get out of here. 2-die block over the right wide zone. Gets an armor break here. Got a removal. Hooray! The first removal of the day for Dead and Loving It. Iron Cynic says he should be turning off the blodge with Hypno-Gaze. Yep, that's fair enough too. Yep. Again, Hypno-Gaze removes your tackle zones, and so any skills that are defined around a tackle zone, those are no longer active. Hypnogaze. Because why should your opponent get skills? Turn 11 for MAML Nightmare. Going for a blitz against the star player. 2-die blitz into double skulls. Will this be a reroll or not is the question. It will be a reroll. MAML Nightmare down to 1 reroll for the game. Frenzy follow-up on the block is going to be, I think it's... Oh, he is going to push. I thought for sure he'd just leave Ivan right there. Marked by 3 players. Two-die block by Vrex this time after the assist. Gets the pal finally, but no armor break. Yeah, I can now wholly recommend never buying any Razer product if you intend to use Razer Synapse. It is garbage. Turn 11 now for Dead and Loving It. You know, it's not garbage. I have been playing the Final Fantasy Tactics remaster, and it is brilliant. I've had such fun with it. I forgot. I mean, I love Final Fantasy Tactics, but I've forgotten just how much I love it. Such a great game. Dead and Loving It here has an opportunity to take a pot shot at the Wolf. If they come in from here, there is a negative modifier due to the mark on Hypnogaze. Deciding where to go on the turn. Yeah, so if he came in, say, here, and Hypnogaze the... you know what? This should be the icon for Hypnogaze. Hypnogaze the Wolf. He'd be at a -1 here. But then he could come in on the Blitz, perhaps. That's right. I tried not to use the Telestrator for as long as I could, considering how the game's going. I couldn't help myself. Fails the Bloodlust roll against the Blitz for Brack the Bludgeoner. So go for the Blitz here and then take out Alan Green. 2-die block. This is just going to be a push. And now the bite on Alan Green coming up after the failed Bloodlust roll. Oh, it's not going to be on Alan Green. It's going to be on Laurelin here, the Merc. Fair enough. KO'd the Merc, but now Vrex the Devourer unmarked. Dead and loving it back on the bonus clock with just 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Failed the dodge over in the left wide zone, and that'll be a turnover. Lifey says, has he gotten any non-removable bites yet? He had at least one. I remember one KO. Or, I'm sorry, stun. 2 die on having the animal. Easy knockdown here by the werewolf. Spire, welcome to the stream. Spire says, so many ones. I feel like that's like the title of a blues song by a vampire. So many ones. 2-die blitz against Frank Drebin. Gets the knockdown here. Looking for a 9+. Doesn't get it. Levy says, is there a leftover? Cease says, I'm sorry. Cease says, is there a leftover red dot from the screen drawing? Is there? I don't see it, but I can double check and just erase it. There was. Turn 12 for Dead and loving it. It's final turn of the third quarter. This ball has taken off across the line of scrimmage. Is now on the opposing 10-yard line, just off the left sideline. Tough matchup for this team up against a skilled-up Necro team with a vanilla Vamp team. Already a difficult team to coach. Lost a star player early. And not for nothing, up against a pretty good coach in Festoon as well. All right. That one got me, Clavius. Boopella says, I can't tell if Nuffle loves or hates vampires. Succeeded on the bloodlust roll on the right side here. It's going to be a 2+ dodge away by Colonel Chi. Takes a mark against Decompose. Hypnogaze is Decompose. Is this for the dodge attempt? By Frank Drebin? Clivius, thank you for the bits. Yeah, it looks like it is for the dodge attempt, or lack of dodge attempt, I should say. Wait, another Hypnogaze? Oh, he's going to dodge through Father May to blitz Zorath Flesh Renderer. Here it is. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, failed the bloodlust, failed the rush. It is conspicuous how many ones Dead Loving is rolled here. Squiggy McSquid rooting for the offense. I think that helps keep Zorath Fleshredder on their feet. Turn 13 for MAML Nightmare. It is the fourth quarter. They are in the lead. Good attempt at the ball here by Dead and Loving It. You can tell that S. Bieber is getting more accustomed to the I say while we see the anger in the picture-in-picture, but getting more accustomed to the team here in these past 12 turns. Starting to figure out how to use Hypnogaze effectively, which means that future, everyone else playing this vampire team in the future is going to have to be pretty careful, because effective use of these vampires can be devastating to opponents. Gets a knockdown of Father May. No armor break. Is it going to be a score? It is indeed. 2-0 the score. All but puts the game away here with an increase in their lead. Dead and Loving It will have the ball here. We'll try to get on the board here in week number 1. J.R. Wilkes, welcome to the stream. Not devastating if he just rolls once. That's true. That is true. Oh, the best. The best cheerleaders around. Of course. Of course the KOs don't come back. Why would they? They saw what's happening on the pitch. They're like, I'm good. I'm good right here. Thank you very much. 3 on the line for the defense. Again, giving up the wide zones. Just 8 on the pitch here for the offense. 3-man player advantage for the defense. Don't say that. Nutters might bring back his cheerleaders. That's true. You're right. You're right. You're right. BB Nut, if you're listening, your cheerleaders are the best around. Absolutely. Dead and Loving It with a full quarter to try to get on the board here. They've got 6 on the line currently. That's right. But Polish says that cheerleader has had more appearances than SP Beaver has had 6s. Here's the kick. Brilliant coaching is going to go to nobody. Drew on the roll-off. The ball's going to get kicked to the 14-yard line just outside of the right wide zone. Turn 13 for Dead and Loving It. They've stacked the right side here with their vampires and the star player. They naturally have the thrower back to receive the ball here, Frank Drebin. Oh, Ivan. Found the rush. Of course he did. What else is he going to do? Whew. Turn 14 for MAML Nightmare. 2 dice. Find the nose tackle. Gets a push against the Merc. All right, that's a pretty that's a pretty good one, Caesar. 2-9 on the Vampire over the right wide zone here on the blitz. Gets the knockdown, broke armor, and that is an injured Vampire. No, it's not. Regen kicks in. That's still 2 SPP for the Blitzer. And now MAML Nightmare going after this ball once again as they encircle the offense. Dude, blocked by Alan Green. Another thing to keep in mind with these throwers is that, sure, they have the pass skill, but they do not have sure hands. So there's no free reroll on the ball pickup. And the Vamps have no rerolls remaining. Turn 14 for Dead and Loving It. Got to do something here with the ball, or else they're going to go down another touchdown in short order here. Already the defense in scoring position. These touchdowns matter for standing. You're standing in the league. If you're unfamiliar, you get ranked in your division by league points. You get 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw. And then the tiebreakers after that are the first tiebreakers who beat whom. So if you were tied with someone, but you beat them in this competition, then you break the tie. If it's still tied, if you drew that team or you haven't played them yet, then it goes to your touchdown differential. That's the number of touchdowns you've scored. You know what? At this point, did Festoon like swap out S Beaver's dice with wait? Okay, all right. S Beaver pissed off Nuffle. Just straight up. Oh man, Mimi, welcome to the stream. Oh man, turn 15. Don't worry, S Beaver, the nightmare is almost over. But the next tiebreaker is your TD differential. It's how many touchdowns you've scored minus however many touchdowns you've given away. If you're still tied, the final tiebreaker is how many touchdowns you've scored. So giving up touchdowns matters, right? It matters for your positioning. So you don't want to give away touchdowns if you can at all help it. And certainly try to not give it away there. Rolled snake eyes on two separate die rolls here. Jared Wilkes says, according to the odds, this Beaver's going to have a game where he rolls all sixes. That's right, he's doing sixes. Squiggy McSquig says, my rule of thumb for Vance has always been one more reroll than I have Vamps. I think that's not a bad reroll. Not a bad rule of thumb. 2-die blitz against the Merc. Gets the knockdown here. Looking for some SPP. Doesn't get anything here. Defense recovers the ball, and they are on the 22-yard line. Going to get some protection on the ball here. There'll be a blitz on the ball carrier. Well, maybe there won't. He says my rule of thumb is to not play Vamps. Armor break it to a KO. Doesn't really get anything out of that. 1 die over on the left side of the line is a push against Thad Evans. Solid game here by MAML Nightmare. Dead and Loving It with no rerolls remaining. Threatening to go down another touchdown. I don't think it's worth it. Iron Cynic says, the first skill for the thrower. I think Leader's a great pickup for the... you get that thrower that gives you another team reroll, provided they're on the pitch. Succeeded a Bloodlust roll. That's a surprise. All right, so he is going to try this blitz. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush blitz. Or he's just going after the werewolf. 2 die, got the pow on Zorath Fleshrender. 8+, breaks armor. But no armor break. Ball stays on the same yard line. It's on the 22-yard line. Frank Drebin marking the ball, but also marked by... Well, no, he's not marked by Dragon Redclaw. Dragon Redclaw has had his tackle zones removed. It would be a rush to pick up the ball. Got through the rush! Wow, sixes! Sixes galore! Look at that! 2 sixes! Oh no, I failed the... Oh, I was doing so well! I think I actually forgot to press the button. That's right. Look at what a dicing. It is really cheap that you got 2 sixes. Unfair even. Yeah. Oh, I was doing so well. Here's the blitz on the ball carrier. 1 die blitz is going to be a knockdown by Frank the Devourer, by Vrex the Devourer. Broke armor, didn't get anything out of the armor break. And now it's going to try to score. It needs a 3+ pickup here. Works out. That's another 6. And that is a 3-0 ball game. 1 turn left unless we have a timeout. The Dice Spice replay software. And we are graced with another cheerleader performance. Let's go. The head bop's great too. It just knocks their head over. I love like the squats, like the warm up for the jig. That's true. Oh, hey, look who decides to join the game with 1 turn left. 3 are gonna go online for the defense. It's gonna be 9 on the pitch for the offense. Hoping for the timeout to maybe try to get on the board here. Quick snap's not gonna do it. This is gonna be 3-0 to end the game. Looking for some SPP to close this one out. Final turn of the ball game. Some blocks to take on the line. No rerolls remaining. Probably try to pass for some SPP as well. True hero of the match is the cheerleader. The perfect way. Oh, it's the most perfect way to end this game. 3-0, the final. Oh, MAML Nightmare takes the win here this evening. And with that, MAML Nightmare is going to take the lead in Division C. Congratulations to Vestoon on the Week 1 win. We're going to head over to Division B now and get into our second game of the evening.